Today we had an exceptional day, just absolutely perfect weather. We got together with Luciano with his Ducati 999 and my FZR 1000, and we found some really nice roads to ride where they were shady, they were cool, and we wound up at the end of the ride going up to Perkins, and we met a guy up on Perkins that had just driven there on a carbon fiber bicycle. It took him 4 hours, and I was really impressed. The reason I was impressed, he was not a young guy. He was 60 years old. What an athlete he must be. I'm just thinking, like, Luciano and I are really jealous of it. But anyway, just turned out to be one of those days. Very memorable, very memorable. Today's supposed to be a really nice ride. We're going to take the FZR, head up to Luciano's, and I'm going to bring him up some zucchini flowers. His wife Cindy is going to make some Italian delicacy out of them. I don't know, but Karen's picking some flowers for her right now. Now, because the FZR has some pretty special, sophisticated blinkers that become headlights, and you can use the blinker while the headlight is on. It's a high-tech thing. And it's on the restoration of the video. I always test them before I go out on a ride. I don't know why. Just me, I guess. And it's pretty much time to get the farm in order and mostly get the fish. Okay, guys, let's eat. Let's go, baby. Time to eat. And while Karen's harvesting, I always like to look at some of the beautiful flowers in our garden. And we have just had a banner summer. And the whole pond never looked better. It has really just been one of those special summers. In the next few days we'll be harvesting peppers here, and it's just no end to it. Zucchinis, eggplants. Every day we get something. And today we want to get those flowers for Cindy. Zucchini flowers. Karen's going to put them in a little container. Make some kind of a delicacy out of it. Italian delicacy out of it? I don't know. No, I'm not aware of how they do it. So before we head out, we'll do a complete pre-flight, check everything, check the fluids, check the air in the tires, and the biggest, most important thing, get a nice coat of wax on a bike to keep the bugs off. I just love hanging out, headed out on a ride where I know the bike is clean, everything's checked, the fluids are all okay, and in this case, and this bike, since I did the total restoration on it, 900 hours to do this restoration. Whenever I show it off or take it for a ride or go somewhere on it, I like it to be as good as I can make it. And it's, after all these years, it is still a really fun bike to ride after all these years. So over the winter we did a lot of major stuff. We did a carb leak overhaul test, and among other things, replaced the muffler. And thank you, Luciano. I think that's one of the ones he gave me. He gave me a couple of them, but I'm not sure. Here in the A-Team we exchange things all the time. We also have those slick looking lights and directional signals that get hidden in the air scoops. A lot of people don't even know they're in there. And thank you, Vlad. Brand new discs, EBS discs, brand new brake pads, and a new Regina chain. So we are hopefully ready for the upcoming season. But you never know when you have a bike, a historic registered bike with a lot of miles on it. In fact, I didn't even look at this lately. Let's see what we got. 34,000 and counting. And of course it started life as a Harley bike, then a Ferrari bike, and now a Yamaha bike. It's had 4 lives. It was a stock bike at one time too. We are ready to go. So far, day's not over. Don't go celebrating yet. So as always, one of the problems we always have when we do these runs through the park or up 106 is going up 106, and this is early in the morning. This was a real early morning, in fact. What happens is you have these problems with the shadows and the sun and the visibility and looking for traction. It gets pretty tentative at some point in time. And for anybody that doesn't ride, that doesn't do this part of the ride, the runoffs here are not great either. So, or non-existent would be a better word. But anyway, we got to the top of Perkins, and I haven't been there many times this year. I was expecting to see a big crowd, and well, you know what? You never know. That's the adventure of motorcycling. You never know when you're going to have a crowd when you expect to be alone or whatever. And there's the famous tower, and the bench never moved. They did some renovating up here, but basically we had the whole place almost totally to ourselves. So it was really nice sitting in the shade here, hanging out for a couple hours. So we're up on Perkins, and the only thing I don't like about the muffler is the backfiring. And I know the baffle. You sure there's no baffle in there?
There's a baffle.
There's a baffle. I'll try it next time we go for a ride. I'll try it with the baffle out. The backfiring's annoying. I don't like the noise.
If you take the baffle out, it's going to be more louder.
Yeah, well, I could always put the Norton muffler back on. And I got another muffler. I got one, I think it was Turbo Steve's muffler, or somebody's muffler, Ferrari muffler. So, we had a beautiful run up 106. Beautiful. We're going to sit in the shade here for a while, hang out, and whatever. And this is running good now, right?
This was running good.
No, I mean, since the accident, you did a lot of work on it.
Since the accident, yeah.
Yeah, and you never got the tail section, the part for the tail section?
I don't have a passenger, so
Yeah, I don't never ride with a passenger. The hell with him. Let him take the bus.
Yeah.
Let him take mass transit. If we break down, you're going to have to run alongside the bike.
Oh, God.
Boy, I haven't been up to Perkins in a while, but there's almost nobody here.
Nobody.
Wow. I love owning Perkins. Hey, we should take some pictures out by the photo thing.
Yeah.
Now, when you get up early and you're the first one up here, we beat these guys. That's all carbon fiber?
Yeah.
I was watching on TV how they make these things. Holy mackerel. Yeah. Beautiful.
Only the wheel is 4,000.
Oh my
Both
God.
wheels or one?
No, both.
Both.
Yeah.
The wheels are $4,000?
Right now, yeah.
Wow. That's more than my bike. More than.
How you guys doing?
This guy's got $4,000 wheels. Holy mackerel.
These?
These are $4,000. I didn't believe it.
Let me take a picture of this.
He rode here from Brooklyn. He rode here from Brooklyn. I know guys can't ride from Brooklyn on a motorcycle.
Yo,
He did.
From Brooklyn here.
What's your name?
Victor.
Victor.
Oh.
He rode from Brooklyn. My friend Vlad can't ride from there to here without stopping 4 times to get off the bike and rest.
Wow. Take a picture.
Wow.
My boy Dave.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Nobody would believe it if you just tell him. We challenged Victor to a race. I don't think he's going to win.
What bike is this, dude? Cerbello. Yeah. All right.
Is that like Ciao Bella, like Italian?
Brooklyn. You rode it from Brooklyn?
Bensonhurst.
From Bensonhurst to Bear Mountain.
Yes, it is.
On a Tuesday.
4 hours.
Yo, salute, man.
I'm impressed.
That's no
I'm
joke.
more impressed with him than you, Luciano.
Yeah.
Luciano, no relation to Lucky, right?
Nah, he is lucky.
Yeah,
Lucky to have me for a friend to tow him home. No. We went to see the guy we bought this bike from in Bucks County. And the guy had all my Porsches and Ferraris and everything.
Yeah.
And a bunch of motorcycles. And he could never ride again. He had a jet ski accident. Chopped up his leg. He only had one good leg. As you can imagine, it didn't take long and we were in the low 90s. And the ride home, I would say, was a little warmer than I expected. In fact, it was downright uncomfortable. And being honest, we were really in a rush to get home. That temperature heated up so quick today. Wow. This is just for somebody who has never been up and down. It's a 2-mile ride from the bottom of the hill to the top of where Perkins is. And it's full of twists. It's a nice ride. Oh, cleaning up flowers. Oh, we had a great ride. Oh, the park was beautiful today. No traffic at all. Nobody up on Perkins. Very unusual. Of course, it's during the week though. Anyway, just another day with Luciano and his Ducati 999. We had a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching. Whenever I get back from a ride like this, and this was a really nice, about 120 miles total. We had to fill up with gas more than once. And here's the whole thing. I like to, whenever I ride a bike I haven't ridden in a while, I like to think back, what about the bike do I want to experiment with next? Now, in the case of this bike, I've done so much work to it over the last couple of years. One of the things I experimented with, I have 4 different mufflers. The Norton muffler was a little louder than I like, but it had a nice deep throaty sound. The R6 muffler was a little too quiet for me, a little too restrictive, cut some of the top end power. This muffler has a reasonably nice compromise of a sound, but one of the things it does is from time to time you back off the gas and it backfires, and that's annoying. I didn't like that at all. And so, it did it the last couple of times I rode the bike too. So what it means is, and I conferred with Luciano, of course, about this, I'm going to be looking for another muffler to test on the bike. And if anybody on the A-team wants to donate a used muffler, 2-inch inlet, we'll be glad to test it for you. There was a Ferrari muffler somewhere. I think Turbo Steve has it. I'm not sure. But anyway, if all else fails, what we're going to do is take a couple more rides. And I noticed that Luciano said this muffler has a baffle in it. I didn't see the baffle in it, but we're going to find out soon. And if all else fails, we'll just put the Norton muffler back on and live with a little bit of the noise. Well, it doesn't really matter. And that's the fun of evil twinning these bikes out. When you can make things, change things. Like I have 3 different exhausts for the RD. And in the middle of the winter when I was working on those carburetors, boy, I was thinking I'd never be this hot again. Oh boy. All those videos are out on the channel. If you're new to the channel, well, I hope you enjoyed the video and sharing our little adventures all through the winter where we work on bikes. And we try to do, here's the bike, and this is probably 8-9 years ago when it was the Ferrari bike. Same bike we rode today, but evil twins, one and all. And we always enjoy interacting with our friends and making new friends, of course. And we love the 2-strokes. That's coming up soon. Luciano's itching to get his H1 back out on open road. And we try to post something up every day. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.